There's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. The partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Aaron Robinson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Throwing Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass, and Walker has it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Jackson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. We're scoreless after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Left side, it's Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Herbert now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. on 2nd and 9. Jones, catch made by Slayton. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chargers on one play have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Second down and 8. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Herbert. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Herbert on 1st down now. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Second and 2. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Rosas' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Off play action. Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're going to try and throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Jones throwing on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Running on first down, Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Eckler. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Azeez Ojulari. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On third down, here's Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of time.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage.
Herbert has it knocked free. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. Now a give running left is Eckler. Blake Martinez, the Giants' leading tackler last year, in to make the stop there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Eckler. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Murray, touchdown, Chargers. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Jones to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Eight yards to go on second down. It's Eckler again. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 122 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Looking to throw. Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, and his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Giants on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, Eckler. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
on a deep ball. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Rosas' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on fourth down. That's complete. It's Corey Clement. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here is another. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel.
And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Eckler, they run left side. Breaks through the contact. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So, for the Chargers, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more